45 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, could you imagine T-Town or this neighborhood without, because you live a mile, you said, from the
It's
reservation.
about a mile by the road. I don't know how it is, you know, as the crow flies, but it's about a mile.
Could you imagine the neighborhood without the Croft house?
Well, the Croft house was privately owned until about 5 years ago. It was always the house on the hill, and we noticed it going by. I don't think that I really understood what an architectural gem it was, or what a historic building it was, in terms of the things that were put in it, the way it was built, until very, very recently. It was always part of the neighborhood, but I didn't know it well. Now that I know it well, wow.
Right, because it was all these architectural pieces brought in from England.
That's right. From my understanding is some as old as 1300s. Various pieces, fireplaces, tiles, roofing, beams, huge beams, and so on were brought in from Mr. Vernet, who was the person who put up the Croft. It's hard for me to imagine what the neighborhood was like there then and how much property he owned, but there is another house a little farther away that supposedly was built on that property and so on. So it seems like a very unique structure and a very unique story.
Would you call it a little piece of real estate heaven for like someone who might want to buy it?
Oh, I imagine it would be. I believe there are 8 acres now, and I think it runs down to the lake. I'm not sure where the dividing line is there, but it would seem to be kind of a gem, kind of a hidden little gem.
What kind of a loss would it be to see it, like if someone doesn't just buy it and move it off the site, but just take the pieces and the rest gets torn down, as I'm understanding? How much of a loss would it be to see it torn down?
Oh, I think it would be, for me, it would be a heartbreak. I'm very interested in looking at what was and where we are now and honoring it. So for me, even though I didn't know the house, I've seen the pictures. It seems like the kind of building we would go on a vacation and want to be sure to see when we got there, because it was so unique.
That's it. That's my questions for this story.
Okay, are you
Perfect.
sure they're all right?